This question is the Edexcel November 2024 GCSE Maths Paper 2 Higher, question 21. The question says, the point P has coordinates -4, 5. The point Q has coordinates 6, -6. The point R has coordinates K and K plus 3, given that the angle PRQ is a right angle. Find the possible values of K. You must show all your working. First of all, let's do a sketch of the situation. So I have something like that, where I have P here, and I have R over here, and Q over here. So the coordinates are -4, 5. R is K and K plus 3, and R is 6 and -6. We are told that PQR is a right angle. So we can put a right angle in there, like that. And so we can see that PR is perpendicular to RQ. So I'm going to find the gradients of PR and RQ first. So the gradient of PR is equals to change in Y over change in X, and that will give me K plus 3 minus 5 over change in X, and that will be K plus 4, because K minus -4 will be plus 4. And that will be equals to K minus 2 over K plus 4, because 3 minus 5 is -2. So that's the gradient of PR. I'm going to find the gradient of RQ. So gradient of RQ is equals to K plus 3 plus 6. So that will be K plus 3 minus 6. And that gives a plus. And that's why I've got plus over here. So this will be over change in X. And the change in X will be K minus 6. So K minus 6. That reduces to K plus 9 over K minus 6. But we know that when two lines are perpendicular, like these two, their gradients will multiply to give you -1. So if M1 is the gradient of 1 times M2, the gradient of the other, that will give me -1. So if I use that principle over here, I'm going to get K minus 2 all over K plus 4 times K plus 9 over K minus 6 is equals to -1. So if I put brackets around them and expand, so I'm now going to do my quadratic expansion for both the numerator, this one, and the denominator. So let's do that. So K minus 2 times K plus 9. If I expand this, I get K squared plus 9K minus 2K minus 18. If I simplify that, I'm going to get K squared plus 7K minus 18. If I do the same for the denominator here, I'm going to get K plus 4 times K minus 6. So I'll get K squared minus 6K plus 4K minus 24. That simplifies to K squared minus 2K minus 24. So I'm going to replace this with that and replace this one with that. So if I do that, I'm going to get K squared plus 7K minus 18 over K squared minus 2K minus 24 will be equal to -1. I'm now going to multiply both sides of the equation by this denominator here. So when I do that, I get K squared plus 7K minus 18 on the left-hand side equals to -1 times K squared minus 2K minus 24. The next thing to do is to expand the right-hand side of the equation, this one. And I'm going to get k squared plus 7k minus 18, still on the left-hand side, equals to minus k squared plus 2k plus 24. I'm going to rearrange this equation to get a quadratic in k that I can solve. So I'm going to take all the terms on the right-hand side to the left-hand side. So if I do that, I'm going to get 2k squared, and that will be k squared plus this one here, and then 7k minus 2k will be plus 5k, and then minus 18 minus 24 will be minus 42 equals to 0. So I've got a quadratic in k, which is 2k squared plus 5k minus 42 that I can solve to find the values of k. So now I need to factorize this quadratic equation. So I need to get two factors that will multiply to give me 2 times minus 42 and add to give me 5. So if I do my small calculation, so I have 2 times 42. 2 goes into all that 42 times. So I have 2, 42 over there. 2 again goes into 42 21 times. And if I do 3, 3 goes into 21, that's 7 times. So now I have this factor, 7. And then 3 times 2 will give me 12. And I can see that the two factors I need will be 12 and minus 7. So I can put that one in. So I can do my factorization. So I have 2k squared. And instead of the 5k, I'm going to replace it with plus 12k minus 7k. And then finally, the 42 comes in, and that will be equal to 0. So I've rearranged this equation in that form, just replacing the 5k with that. So now if I look at this term and that term, 2k is common. So if I bring 2k out, I have 2k bracket k plus 6. And now looking at these two terms here, I can see that minus 7 is common. So if I bring that one out, I have minus 7 brackets k plus 6 equals to 0. So again, if I look at this term and that term, I can see that k plus 6 is common. So if I bring that one out, I'm going to get k plus 6 brackets. I'm left with 2k here minus 7 over there, and that's equals to 0. So this means that k plus 6 is equals to 0, which implies that k will be equals to minus 6, or 2k minus 7 is equals to 0, and that implies that k is equals to 7 over 2, which is 3.5. So the two values required are k is equals to minus 6 and k is equals to 3.5. And that is the solution for this question. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.